So we got supposedly some mega rain coming in tonight through Sunday, Monday-ish. So I've kind of buttoned a few things up out here. And I did decide to go ahead and go with the straw out here. I wonder if I left the hose on. That would be retarded. No, we're good to go. All right. So I did, and hopefully this gets good and packed down with this rain. And then, things will start having, the garlic I covered a little bit. And real thinly as well where the hardneck's at, so it can kind of keep working its way to poking out. And if I cover it more, I can cover it more. I found a bale place nearby, so that tis the plan. But yeah, that wasn't too bad. But I plan on repeating this row system through the absolute rest of this all the way across. I really like how it came out. I don't necessarily like working with the mulch, the plastic mulch, and I don't really want to deal with weeds heavily either. So I'm hoping that this can be a solid in-between, especially the walking paths. Like, I don't have an issue if I've got controlled planting in, because now I can kind of control plant these raised or slightly raised rows, which means then I can weed them as I see fit. And if I'm controlling the walking paths, like, I feel like I'm going to be good. Funny thing is I pulled up the other bucket of sweet potatoes, and there's a sweet potato growing underneath that I didn't see when I pulled up the first one. And funny enough, I just chucked it over here because it was in the sun, so it's turned green most of the way through it. So whatever, see you later. But gonna have a long break for Thanksgiving, taking off, and we are going to me and the boys are gonna clean up like a lot of this, maybe even do some of the tilling and prep and burning throughout here. So I can get a lot of this added to the compost pile and let that heap until I get like a better location for that. I'd love to put it there, but my plan is once I put box gutters on, to have water catchment on both sides, maybe even all the way across the bottom. That could then feed the entire garden. But yeah, so should get some good rain. Been still, really still. So you kind of know, and you can feel the moisture in the air, like it's coming. And yeah, I got some frost damage on some of that stuff, but I mean, it's still growing. The beets are already coming back with leaves. Some decent broccoli heads. The cauliflower is still growing. When I get the boys here, we'll go through and we're going to trim off all the dead stuff. The cabai are continuing to grow. I almost cut one off to make something with dinner tonight, but I decided to let it go. The boys love doing that. So, but yeah, so we shall see. It's gorgeous and quiet. Oh, and you can just see I've got 2 lanes cut in now, and there's my metal flip target there, but I got a lane cut in there, and I got another lane there it is, right, another lane that cuts in. That's the boys' 4-wheeler spot right there. It cuts in that way, so a couple different angles to be able to go at that pile. But all right, y'all have a good night. We'll see how many inches of rain we get.